ones, and they have like the
Nice.
dragon fruit ones. Those are fire.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty good.
I ate a bunch of them when I was younger. And those are great, but I don't think most places have them. But
So some weird fact about me: jelly beans, like I didn't like them, but during the pandemic, the last purchase I made in person was like a big bag of jelly beans. Just randomly, I was like, oh, I want jelly beans. So like I have all of them like ranked in my head. I think that there's two separate rankings of jelly beans. It's the jelly beans that you can eat, like a handful of them, and those are like the fruit ones, right? But then there's the jelly beans that you can only eat one of, and it's like licorice, coffee, popcorn, coconut. Like they don't go with anything else. So I really like pear. Like the sour
pear is really
one,
good, yeah.
Yeah, that one is like, it doesn't really taste like a jelly bean. It almost has the texture of a pear. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but
texture of pear?
For me,
I could see it, yeah.
Yeah. And then I like the popcorn ones, but
oh yeah. You know, I like
interesting.
There was like I think it was in Jelly Belly. It comes with like a little notebook or a little paper, and it lets you combine flavors and for other things. Like if you combine popcorn and blueberry, you get a blueberry muffin flavor.
Oh yeah.
I forgot if that's them.
There's a website for that now.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so these aren't too bad. They're sour.
Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with no drink, I can't. 150 subs to this bullshit, PJ. Anyways.
Wait, there's sour jelly beans too. That wasn't a detail to make this even worse.
And the best part is, I didn't just buy any taco. I'm a man of culture. I bought the Dorito Loco taco. Okay. So bottoms up, I guess. I'm gonna pour a handful of jelly beans.
Oh my god.
Into the taco.
Oh my god.
I'm making a mess.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is the most cursed thing.
I can't do that. I can't watch this.
All right. If you need proof, that is a taco with jelly beans inside of it.
I feel like you're gonna get a letter from Taco Bell in a few minutes just saying, listen, we have to talk.
No, I'm gonna get a letter from my doctor telling me 6 months. Just give me a second.
Right. No.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke that this top 8 could be a little hard to watch with all the Sonics and floaties, but I think the hardest thing to watch on the screen is what HBox is about to do. This is the result, ladies and gentlemen, when you sub-goal dinner.
This is what I gave up engineering for. And you know, it might taste good. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Shoe nice.
He went in for the top.
I noticed. We're waiting with bated breath. We have to get the reaction. Taking a moment to consider the choices that led us down this road.
You think about it, if HBox didn't hit the rest in Armada, we wouldn't be here. Every rest he's ever hit, every backer he's caught, every side B he's caught on his spacey, every turnip he's caught, every stitch that got thrown away, it's all led to this moment.
BJ certainly is a moment in Smash history. And I gotta admit, like the dedication to the bit, going back in for second and third bites with no comments.
One simply doesn't give an evaluation on a culinary masterpiece in one bite.
Oh my god.
I mean,
wait a minute. No.
No, dude, don't do this to me, man.
You can't.
Chat, this is orange chicken. Have you guys ever had sweet and sour chicken from a Chinese place? This is it. This tastes like orange chicken. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. You saw how I didn't like it? My brain hit like a memory. I'm like, what? I've tasted this exact thing before. Holy fuck. That's insane. That is actually edible. If anyone here in chat is willing to test out my theory, jelly beans in your house, sour, with a Dorito Loco Taco. It's sweet and sour. That's insane. I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh my god.
You cannot eat sour jelly beans and a Doritos Locos Taco and say it tastes like orange chicken and then say continue. How are we supposed to function after that news?
Continue. No.
Now we actually have to commentate the game. That's gonna be the hard part.
Okay, bringing this back together.
I'm going for seconds, by the way.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I'm actually going for seconds. Holy fuck.
Okay. We get a blank slate. Sparg0 taking game number 1.
Sparg0 taking game number 1 at about the same time it takes HBoxes to take all of our collective sanity down at Pegger 2.
Wow. Yeah, this is the most. What a way to start the block. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted.
How you guys doing? You guys good? I'm just pouring some jelly beans in my taco.
It's so
at this point.
It's just so many.
It's not so much. It's like 500.
It's like 20.
Like 5 dozen.
I think you have more jelly beans than you have lettuce on that taco.
Bro, to be fair, who needs lettuce, right? I don't.
Fair. Constitutive element of the taco now. You're over 30% jelly beans.
It's a jelly bean taco. Like this is where we are.
Yeah, I guess if you're going for it, you got to commit to the bit, right?
Okay, I put too many.
Of course. Yeah, it looked like too many. Yeah.
Flew too close to the sun. We learned the limit of this experiment.
I got too excited. Something's off. Something is very off. But when I was scared at first, I put half as many. It was actually a nice balance.
It's gone from it's actually edible to nice balance. I can't believe what I'm hearing. This is ridiculous. All right. Well, no better way to transition into what's going on this set, but Sparg0 sporting the Corrin most recently for this matchup in particular and taking game number 1, but Wrath bringing it back. He was actually down like 2 stocks to 1. And he was able to bring it all the way back to last stock. Sparg0 at 137%. It's getting a lot closer now for Wrath. I think Sparg0's played Wrath at least once with the Corrin, so it's good to see Wrath coming up with some counterplay. We've been seeing Sonics on Twitter like labbing this matchup in particular, so it's exciting to see. Oh, that was almost a crazy setup. Get it to landing forward or into a paralyzer, but doesn't fully connect there. It might be a frame data thing. I don't know, but that was interesting.
Very true. I'm really interested to see how this matchup develops too. Like this is one of those where it catches the roll in. First off, great read right there by Wrath. We've seen that Sonic like had the idea to go ahead and break it out in this matchup specifically for Corrin. Thought that this was going to be something to actually turn the tides against both Wrath and Sonics. It worked to start off, but now the Sonic players have had a chance to adapt. They started to understand the kind of trick Sparg0 is going for. So I am really excited to see that next level here from Sparg0 if we're going to commit to this character the whole night through.
Nice catch, Wrath, able to cover the double jump there, knowing that Sparg0 doesn't have the double jump and Corrin's recovery being a little bit more linear, and you have to use the air drift to position under the ledge and just chases off of the backer. Having that killer instinct in moments like that is exactly what you need to take a game off of Sparg0, as Wrath is running away with a lead, 143%, but the skewer just so good at catching those burst options, is able to close out that stock there.
See, I'm a little bit distracted right there because I saw that HBox hit a very bad flavor jelly bean at that last one.
The beer did not mix well.
Oh no, beer plus the sweetness of that plus the savoriness. I can imagine that being a nightmare. Speaking of nightmares right here, we're trying to get out of that forward air combo for Rat's side here, trying to just break away from Corrin's combo game. Really, landing is going to be the problem on this small stage with a centered platform. Good God, can Corrin cover some space on here, PJ?
Yeah, it's, as you said, covering some space. The whiff from Wrath gets perfectly punished by Sparg0.
Ryan, see you again. I will say, that was nowhere near the nastiest thing my chat ever made me eat. The worst thing my chat has ever ordered was when we did a chat chooses the pizza challenge. So we got a pizza as the goal, and then chat chose the toppings. And they decided to get me an everything pizza with chocolate and anchovies on top.
Oh no!
I actually
Wait.
couldn't eat a single. Like I took one bite, and I actually had to like take a walk.
There it is.
I had to like
Wait.
throw it away. I was about to vomit on stream. It was like it was the worst thing I've ever tasted. It was just every slice was like collapsing upon itself because of the weight of the toppings. It was soggy. It was moist. It was just horrible. It was like combining every color at once, and you get like shitty gray brown. You know what I mean? But via flavors.
No idea how you save that? How do you save fish with chocolate?
There's no. I think that's just the cardinal sin. There's not a single. The only time a fish is appropriate with chocolate is the taiyaki pancake, fish-shaped pancake stuffed with Nutella. That's the only time it's ever appropriate. And that's because it's a fish shape. But never are those two flavors ever going to go together. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't think. Unless I'm wrong. If someone has a way to yeah.
It's like I'm theorizing a matchup. The real thing that I think you could do is like if you do mole with a whitefish, I don't think it'll be bad. Like you want a mole with like a lot of smokiness.
I guess mole counts, but mole is
mole
more.
kind of counts. Yeah.
It is chocolate. It's like savory chocolate though.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think you could just eat chocolate and fish. But if you did, anchovy is too oily. It's too pungent. I don't. It doesn't sound great.
I need some water.
I think Alex has earned it after that little culinary exploration and revisiting bad memories.
You never really know what you're gonna get when you start commentating a Coinbox with HBox. Thank you so much, chat, for that. I'm a big jelly bean fan, but I might not even eat jelly beans after watching what just happened on our screen. Nonetheless, we're here. Yeah, it's so hard to. I haven't been watching this game. I'll be honest. I've just been watching HBox suffer.
I mean, it is a very compelling thing to watch, that's for sure. But so far, it's kind of like the tale of the Sonic matchup, where Rat has managed to seize that early lead and playing a little bit more defensively. And Sparg0 falls off stage and appears to buffer an aerial, so that's an early exit on that stock. Now you're giving a full stock lead and more to a Sonic. Yeah, this is a rough spot.
Yep. We saw a similar situation here in the last game. Okay, yeah, Sparg0 able to get back there. We saw a similar situation where Wrath took a lead on Sparg0 with Sparg0 kind of making a mishap off stage, and it's exactly what happened in this game. We're going to see if Sparg0 has what it takes to make another comeback on Smashville here. It's a big Nair, and I like that Sparg0. I mean, the utilization of Nair to just start the juggle game is so important versus a character like Sonic, and that trade going in his favor. And I like that. Crosses up, jumps up, and then gets the homing attack to punish the out of shield option. Goes for a forward smash, and that's going to be a great punish from the forward smash on shield with that side B, as we get a potential Sparg0 comeback once again.
Yeah, this is always the problem, is that you can never count Sparg0 out. And with Corrin, you can just kind of toss out a lot of these safe aerials. It's up to Wrath right now to play incredibly safe. We get the parry, and now we're reeling back for the forward smash, ever so slightly misspaced. I mean, if you were going to go ahead and try to challenge that rapid jab with anything, the forward smash was the right choice.
Yeah, and it's good there too. You don't get punished for it. Like sometimes, I mean, obviously you want to try to find a way to punish with the game there, but it's sometimes better to go for a punish that you know is not going to be able to get punished. So good stuff from Wrath, just holding on and saying, I don't need to find a kill off here with rapid jab. I can close this out the old-fashioned way, but the up B comes through, and now 28%. The Nair catches the forward air attempt from Wrath. Wrath swinging out of disadvantage once again gets punished, and now the juggle comes through. The up air now, and he's in the spiral, but the back air connects on the Nair. Wrath takes a game.
All right, my only input is not about the set, but I will say, we definitely flew too close to the sun. I would not recommend this to anyone. Maybe 2 jelly beans max on a taco, just for the subtlety of it. The aftertaste is really bad, and with Corrin beer, it's a very bad aftertaste. So I'm washing it down with some Diet Dr. Pepper. Now I'm just gonna. Do I have permission? Can I just eat Taco Bell by itself now? My stomach is actually pretty upset. It's not doing well.
Chat, mercy, please, chat.
I understand now why those don't mix. Anyways, that was awful.
I'm like, man. I don't know how you do it, man.
Let it never be said that HBox isn't a man of the people. If somebody in chat ever asked me to go ahead and do any nonsense like that, I would ban them. It's like, you need to go ahead and take a time out right here. But HBox, not only listening, but going back for seconds.
Going back for seconds, giving detailed analysis as well. I mean, truly just covering all the bases. You love to see that, honestly.
I also, pro Taco Bell strat, emergency quesadilla. You always buy an emergency chicken quesadilla, just in case shit goes south, like the order's not right. Because this one, you can't fuck it up. So.
It's one of the only things that you can save for the next day, too. So it's like, it's just, if you don't need it, you could eat it tomorrow on your phone. Yeah. That's the tech, man. What doesn't this stream have, you know?
Oh, I've been around the block.
Oh, okay. No, not able to kill there. Yeah, I was gonna say that I think a majority of the, not the majority, but a good portion of the stocks that Wrath has been taking has been on Sparg0's miscues on the ledge. I'm not sure if Sparg0 is like kind of limit testing what Corrin can get away with punishing while Sonic is off stage. But it's interesting to see, and it's also good to see that Wrath is like really on top of that punish, because it's in matchups like this where you're not playing it often, it really shows that you know, somebody takes the extra care to learn, like, okay, if they miss a pin like that, I can punish with a back air and then follow through with another one. Little optimizations like that really make this matchup really interesting. I'm really excited to see kind of how far this one goes.
Wrath's also starting to find gaps in between Sparg0's hitboxes. Oftentimes, Corrin will be able to toss out 1 to 2 hitboxes, but right there, we're underneath the back air, and then you're able to intercept, forcing Sparg0 into a really awkward position. The up B is just such a good tool for Corrin in this matchup in particular. How do you intercept that? The wings are so disjointed that Sonic has a lot of trouble intercepting it, and then also you have a little bit of inbound on startup.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm sure if you are somebody that plays this matchup a lot, or if you're a Corrin main that really knows the limits of your character, you can find ways to poke it out. But in the heat of a moment set where you're fighting someone at the caliber of Sparg0, it's so difficult to make that mental calculus and say, okay, this is where I can position for this forward and back air, making it just absolutely so safe. And there's so many moves in Smash that things happen so fast that even though on paper there might be an option, it's just a good option because, hey, like, are you really going to be able to cover that in this moment? And it's pretty cool to see Sparg0 like finding a character that I think presents those challenges with Sonic a lot, and it's what makes it such a lethal solution to this hedgehog.
Beast Mode Paul defeats Lou Money 3-1. The Buzz also in top 5. I like there's always like one liquid rep even when the other falls. That was dope.
Yeah, good stuff, and really diverse character cast for the top 5 as well. So now we're on that do or die situation here. Wrath definitely trying to extend this set, force a game 5 situation, and at 93 in a solid position to do so, but all of a sudden trying to rush in and kind of catching blow after blow from Sparg0. This is getting a little bit disconcerting here. Sparg0's landing these hits really well. We got to get Sparg0 in disadvantage. That's finally what we're seeing. Can Wrath guard the landing? Not particularly well. All of a sudden, one hit the back air though. Platform, what coverage?
Oh my god. You know, if Sparg0 loses this, I think I would love to watch Sparg0 versus the Buzz. If Sonics and China Mark don't mind.
There it is.
I'm gonna ask him. Cause that would be dope.
One of those matchups you don't get to see often, but of course, due to Coinbox's nature, any set could be the one that, you know, you play an unlikely bracket opponent, and Wrath making it look very possible to make this upset. I mean, there you see another catch on the platform, and that's one of the things with Corrin is that once they get used to you swinging on a landing, this is kind of an issue with a lot of the Fire Emblem characters. You have to resort to just landing, you know, air dodging and then drifting, and if you land on that platform, Sonic is one of those characters that can burst perfectly into that range and land a really strong back air and just close out sets. And that having that not only move to do, but also the ability to position yourself with all the speed of Sonic to cover those platforms with back air is so important in closing out games versus you know, a player like Sonic or Sparg0, sorry, who, I mean, has made so many comebacks.
Yeah, we're kind of actually going to see if Sparg0 is able to avoid the reversed 3-0 too. Like, this is not a player that you typically think won't have that extra adaptation. Usually Sparg0 incredibly intelligent and understands what needs to happen when he's getting turned around on. So I'm really curious to see if we're going to see a little bit of flair right here. We do get the Nair back air, and that is one thing in this character's kit that makes this matchup tolerable. You get consistent kill confirms at mid to high percentages, and now all of a sudden you don't need to press. Now it's Sparg0 that can go ahead and hold back and wait for Wrath to rush in.
Yeah, I mean, well said. Like, being able to kind of mode switch where you've been on the back pedal for the last 2 games and now you're the one with the lead. Commentator's curse. That's going to be Wrath closing out that edge guard with a back air. Now the seats and the tables have turned back into a situation where Wrath might be the one driving again.
Very true. All the momentum in the world after that interception. What lead indeed. Trying to go ahead and use the up B to get at a disadvantage, and this is what you have to dodge. That perfect neutral air dodge gets Wrath at a disadvantage for a split second, but we are right back in the blender. These up airs are just chewing Wrath's stock away.
Able to get some grace landing on that platform, and still Sparg0 continues on with this pressure. The forward air connects, and now you get a 4th throw on the ledge, and this can be a big ledge trap opportunity. We saw the last stock being taken on the ledge, but able to get through it now. Wrath with an opportunity. The side B is going to be a really good option at covering those spin dashes at that mid-range that a lot of characters can't really punish. The forward air comes through on the down tilt. So close here, even though Wrath, you know, down 50%, could definitely find a way to close out a stock right now versus Sparg0, but Sparg0 covering the air dodge with a forward smash. Very well done.
So accurate with that needle forward smash, man, especially the sweet spot. And now it's Sparg0's game kind of set to close here. Gets the counter on the spin dash. He's reading every single drift pattern that Wrath has. Wrath finds a backer, though. Oh, my goodness. And we have a last stock sitch.
I can't believe how good Wrath is at making these little tiny adjustments mid-set. Like, I 2 or 3 times in a row now, we've seen Sparg0 try to pull away, and then Wrath catches something off stage. Are we going to see it again? Had to DI down to grab that ledge. That was going to be terrifying if Sparg0 was caught out without a jump.
Oh, that's it.
Reversal. No double jump. It's over.
Oh, my God. Reverse 3. Oh. What?
It was almost too easy.
Wow.
There you go.
Not only a reverse 3-0, but 3 stolen stocks in that game 5. Every single time, it was Wrath adapting to what Sparg0 was doing off stage and giving no opportunity to recover.
Wow. I mean, what a way to start this top 8. You thought the jelly bean tacos are crazy, but Wrath just beat Sparg0, sending Sparg0 to the loser side in a reverse 3-0 Sonic versus Corrin. Oh my goodness. What a shocker. I mean, I still feel like I'm not ready for this block, and we're already here. I think are we gonna try to get the buzz Sparg0?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the buzz Sparg0. I'm gonna see if Sonic Shiny Mark are okay with playing off stream, just for the sake of time, and because. All right, yeah, Shiny Mark says it's fine. All right, so we're gonna have Sonic Shiny Mark actually off stream, and we're gonna do something a little different and do losers quarters, because we almost never see Sparg0 to buzz. So press 1 for Sparg0 versus the buzz, coming on right now. Let's get it.